I ask you about love, how they quote me a sonnet. You've never looked at a woman and been totally vulnerable. Oh my God, what an angel on earth just for you. Could rescue you from the depths of hell, and you wouldn't know what it's like to be her angel.
So I've got a nice, quick and easy mural video for you all today. This was actually for someone who lives in the same estate as I do, so it was a really nice and convenient job to work, taking me about 30 seconds to get there each day. It was, a real treat being able to go home for lunch and whatnot. But as you're going to see here shortly, it is for a home gym. And it was actually a surprise gift for the client's husband. He went away for work for a few days, so it kind of created the perfect opportunity for me to work on this and get this done whilst he was away, and create a nice surprise for him for when he got home. So I had about 3 days to get it done, and I think I did it in about 2.5. Sort of worked out perfectly in terms of how long it took in regards to the time frame that I had allocated. But overall it was something different. I don't really work black and white on murals. I haven't really worked black and white in quite some time now. Interestingly enough, when I started sort of creating a lot of art, I primarily used a lot of black and white, but recently I haven't done so, and I don't think I've ever done a mural just in monochrome, but I really enjoyed it. It was a really nice and easy way to work, especially being up on the ladder and stuff, and not having to mix a bunch of colors. And I would like to sort of explore that further and see what else I can do on the wall in black and white or in monochrome. But I just had heaps of fun with it. It was a nice and cruisy mural for me. There wasn't anything too challenging about this piece. The sort of most important thing that I really wanted to nail down was just having it really symmetrical and well balanced across those doors and across the building, which turned out fine. And then, as you're going to see here shortly, I just sort of experimented with how I was going to approach the chalk clap in terms of mediums, but overall I was really happy with the result. Second day on the mural here today. I've got a pretty good chunk of progress done today. Yesterday I mainly focused on just getting that background painted in and my design sort of chalked up on the wall. Today I've managed to sort of hit the ground running and get a lot of the finer details sort of put in. Just sort of touching up and finishing off those at the moment, as well as getting that white outline nice and solid across the design. But basically just need to finish off the outline as well as the plates. Few details here and there, and then I'm going to get started with the background. The background is going to be the chalk clap, so the chalk is going to cover essentially the whole wall, and for that I'm going to use a bit of combination between paint. Just going to use some sponge to sort of create some nice textured effects, and some aerosol. The wall is actually already pretty textured, so I think that's going to lend itself to the chalk effect really nicely. But it's got to be finished by tomorrow. It's a pretty miserable day here today. It's literally been raining all day, so it's freezing. But making some good progress, and should be getting pretty close to having it finished by the end of the day. But let's do it. So this first background layer in the chalk section, I want to keep it really nice and washy. So I'm literally just taking the bucket that I've been rinsing my brushes in, and that's got some really watered down grey paint in there. And I'm just going to take this sponge and just work on this sort of background softer layer of the chalk, coming up with some sort of interesting effects, I guess, with this. And this will sort of work as the background or blueprint to this chalk clap part of the design. overall, I was really happy with how the whole mural sort of tied together. Had heaps of fun experimenting on this sort of cloud chalk section on each side of the piece, particularly messing around with spray cans, which I want to do a lot more of going forward. But yeah, just sort of messing around with how I could achieve this texture, and overall I was really happy with the result. But yeah, I had heaps of fun with this mural. It was something different, as I was saying. I don't particularly tend to work in this sort of style, especially something that's so monochrome. Had a ball with it, and I am keen to be back painting on walls again. COVID, we've just come out of lockdown again here in Melbourne. I've got a few good sized jobs lined up, so hoping that we're back on a good sort of streak of getting back to work and getting to work on some of these more large scale pieces and get out of the studio. Yeah, for now, that's it. I'm gonna leave the video there, and I'll catch you in the next one.